Yeah, no worries, mate.
It's Rahul here for Punch Out Boxing. I am here once again with Ginger Jack Martin. Fight week
Yeah.
to end the year. Where are you? You looks like you're in prison. You're not in trouble, are you?
No, I've just my missus and the little girls in the living room, so I said I'll quickly squeeze into the bedroom quick. I said keep it down out there, and I'll quickly pop in there. So I'm sitting on the
Fab,
bed.
absolutely wicked. Not suggesting your bedroom looks like prison, but it was just the grey background threw me.
Yeah, it does look like it. Yeah.
So, Jack, you have managed to get this third fight in for the year after your
Yeah.
customary classic two performances earlier in the year, and it's a big one against CJ Challenger. But
Yeah.
yeah, just to recap, obviously you had that fight of the year candidate against Shaq Day back in March. In the
Yeah.
summer, Ryan Maycock, the first of the top tier shows that you were on, that Johnny
Yeah.
Clark put on, got televised as well, and as is Saturday night, AOZat TV, so fans can tune in and watch you.
Yeah.
But now, yeah, CJ Challenger, 14 and 0. He's young, he's cocky, he's ambitious, and it's worthy of the title you've got on the line, the
Yeah,
Commonwealth
definitely.
Silver. So tell us about the fight, how it came about, and your thoughts on it.
Yeah, it weren't too much really about it when it came about. I got offered the Commonwealth Silver. And I just thought, that's yeah, why not? Like, I don't really turn down many fights to be fair. It's like, so I just yeah, it's a step forward again. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Yeah, how long ago was the fight put to you?
Uh, Probably beginning of September, maybe mid-September, about 12 weeks ago, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So I mean,
you've had.
I was. Sorry, gone.
So I was going to say, yeah, you've had like a proper full 12-week training camp for this.
Yeah. I was in. I mean, I was training anyway, but just ticking over and yeah, and I got obviously offered it. Yeah, and I've had like a solid sort of 11, 12 week camp really.
hmm And are you still doing the construction work by day?
Yeah, I'm still doing that, mate. Yeah.
Wow. In this Arctic weather, I mean,
Oh, it's been horrible. Last week was a killer. Last week was freezing.
but you guys from out there in rural Southminster, I guess you're bred strong out there. So yeah,
Yeah, I suppose so.
character building. So I mean, your last two guys that you fought stylistically suited you quite well, but CJ Challenger, he's one of them typically slick, bit of a mover. Uh, you expecting this to provide you with different sort of technical problems to overcome?
No, not really. Like, I fought a few people sort of. I think he's a bit taller than me, a bit longer, like a bit longer reach and stuff like that. But I've fought people like that, and I've overcome it well. Um, so I think I've sort of I've been around that sort of style. So I sort of we've got our game plan down, sort of what we're gonna try and do, what we can and can't really
Mhm.
work with. You know what I mean? I think my last fight was probably the stylistic was like horrible. Like Maycock was horrible to fight like with that style. Like obviously over a 10 rounder, it was perfect because managed to break him down in the end. But like that style, I found like horrible because he's just unorthodox. Like it
Mhm.
seemed a bit unorthodox, throwing shots from places you shouldn't be throwing shots from and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But
Sure.
I think of what I've seen of CJ, I haven't seen too much. As I say, you can only go off little bits of like what you see, clips here and there. But I mean, obviously he's a like got good boxing skills. Is like and you can see like what he's about really. So yeah, I mean, I've been in with opponents like him before, so hopefully I can just overcome it how I
Mhm.
usually do.
Would you say he's possibly the most athletic fighter you're going to have fought as a pro?
I'm not too sure. As I say, I haven't really seen a lot of him.
hmm
I sort of know I've seen a few clips, know what he's about, but I don't know. I can't say that he's the most athletic. I can't say he's not the most athletic. I wouldn't really like to say really.
Yeah. But back in the amateurs, did you ever fight really sort of fast and explosive guys?
Um, can't really think of like a lot of names really. Yeah, like my fights in the amateurs were always sort of explosive. They was always just sort of 3 round fires. You know what I mean? Sort
Mhm.
of, but yeah, I can't really think of any really off the top of my head. But they were all like explosive fights. My fights in the amateurs, to be fair.
Hmm. And like you said, you've probably not seen much of CJ. I take it you've never encountered him like in training camps or sparring. Quite an unknown quantity for you.
No. No, yeah, I've never like encountered him or anything really. I've known of him like just through social media.
Hmm.
Obviously I know he's with Let's Go management as well. And just seen a few clips really, and just word of mouth what you sort of hear, but you can only take sort of stuff like a pinch of salt. You just it's down to the night really, and who's fresh and who's on it on the night.
Hmm. Yeah, indeed. You must be happy though. It's back in Brentwood, fairly local, so you can get some of your local fans to cheer you on.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's always good in Brentwood on a Saturday night. Yeah, everyone like they usually rally up the troops to come down and have a watch and cheer me on.
Hmm. As we've mentioned before, I mean, in your career, you've not even had 10 fights yet. Six of them are guys with winning records. You had to look at
Yeah,
CJ's record. He's had more fights than you, but well, most of them have been journeyman. I think he's had the 110 rounder against a fellow prospect. That's pretty much his
yeah.
only what you could call a serious test. Do you think that that's going to cost him on the night?
Um, I don't know. I mean, I think I've been in. Yeah, I've definitely been in with better opponents and worked my way up harder. If such, you know what I mean? Like you can sort of all fight. I mean, I could be anyone can sort of fight a load of journeymen and just sort of get up there, but I don't take that away from him at all. I don't underestimate that at all. He's 14-0 for a reason. Like he's got 3 stoppages, so like he's obviously a tough fight, and I think it's going to be one of my toughest fights today, 100%.
Hmm. I mean, you're both the same age, 29, so probably coming into your peaks, both of you. How much, in terms of the technical aspects of boxing, how much do you think you're still able to learn? Some fighters they get to a certain level they don't learn anymore. Are you well aware of where
I,
your shortcomings are and still always trying to improve?
yeah, definitely. I feel like after every fight, we sort of when I get offered the next fight, and we work on like the camp is to work on different styles and different techniques and what can like propel me further in the game really, and what can get me through the next fight. Like always, just look at this next fight, and if like things we practice in the gym. Well, it's just to if we start trying new things and then we work on them through camp and then think that they can start putting them into sparring. And if they work, then yeah, then we crack on with them and put them into fights as well. But if they don't work, then maybe like back to the drawing board.
Mm. And what have you been doing about sparring? Do you have to travel? Do you get people going down to Southminster for you?
Well, we're based in Heybridge, like Malden,
Hmm.
in Essex. So that's not too bad. I've been doing a bit of sparring. I do a lot of rounds with Paul Gordon.
Hmm.
I
Oh
do a
yeah.
lot of rounds with him because we're about half hour away from each other from the gym. So he comes down a lot and gives me good rounds. I've been doing some rounds with Mikey Saki as well, who obviously won last weekend.
Hmm.
So I felt like they were two good opponents to two good sparring partners to get him for that sort of style, for CJ sort of style, the sort of sharpness and back foot boxing as well. And then with Paul being a bit taller and a bit rangier, I feel like the sparring's been sort of spot on really for me this fight.
Yeah, I've seen Paul a few times. Yeah, very, very sharp kid for you to get some good work with. As you said, probably the right similar dimensions to CJ as well. And I
Yeah,
wonder
yeah.
maybe the work Saki did with you helped him get that big knockout at the weekend.
Yeah, definitely. I like to think so. Yeah, we we've done a lot of spar. We've done probably 30 rounds, 40 rounds sort of this camp just to get him, like their work was sort of to get him working a lot more,
Hmm.
and it obviously worked, obviously paid off for him.
In terms of sparring, again, I'm sure you don't want to give away too many of your secrets, but do you generally, is your sparring style, do you go hard all the time, or do you just sort of taper it, sort of start off maybe like just with some body sparring, then go full on sort of when you're deep into camp? There's
No,
different
I usually
views.
have usually have open spars most of the time, but as sparring is respectful. You don't load up. You're not loading up your shots. Like if you feel like you've landed a shot, you're not gonna then throw two or three more big ones behind it. You're gonna back off a little bit. Whereas obviously in a fight under the lights and that if you land a decent shot, you're gonna step on two or three more shots. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Okay.
But yeah, sparring I find always respectful. It's always it's open sparring, but then you're there to learn. You're there to like practice. As I say, like when we're in the gym, we're practicing and drilling all the time. So it's about putting them drills into sparring and testing them out. And if they don't work, then why are they not working? And then touch up on them and then perfect them.
Okay, that's interesting. I always like to compare because I know some of these guys who go over to America, the American gyms, it's like every sparring session is like a real fight, which I think can only
Yeah, no,
diminish
I
you.
wouldn't. No, I wouldn't say that. I don't think you'll get too much out of that. Like, I mean, there's people that spar all the time, spar like two, three times a week and stuff like that. But I never really used to spar a lot for fights. But
Mhm.
I mean, this is probably one of the most I've sparred for a fight this time, this camp. But I mean, it can't be good, especially like sort of fights I have. I have sort of wars, so I
Mhm.
don't want to be taking them sort of shots at sparring as well and having wars in sparring. I can't see where you'd benefit for that.
Yeah,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? I mean, you sort of either got heart on, or you haven't when it comes to fighting. You don't need to sort of take that into your sparring and bash each other's heads in. It's all about learning, really.
Yeah, absolutely. So, are you still the Southern Area champ, or have you vacated that belt?
Yeah, I'm still Southern Area champ at the minute. Yeah, I haven't. Well, yeah, as far as I know, I haven't had nothing. No sort of interest in it or interest in vacating it in a minute. But I'm not sure what's going to happen. Obviously, after we'll fight this fight, I want to fight this fight. Obviously, um, hopefully, like win this, and then see what happens after that. I mean, if I vacate it and then move on to something else, I'm not too sure yet. I have to speak to the team really.
Yeah, I mean that Commonwealth silver title. I mean, a lot of fans will criticize it like, oh God, another belt. But actually, it puts you as the win that. You're the mandatory for the full Commonwealth, which is of course now Sam Gilly. Did you see Sam's fight with Louis Green? What a banger that was!
I didn't see it. Like, believe it or not, I don't watch loads of boxing. Like, I
Mhm.
love it. I keep an interest in it, but then I never end up getting like the time to sit down and watch it or anything like that. And I always miss full fights and stuff like that. It's just a bit gutting, really. But
Mhm.
I just don't usually get the time to sit down and watch a lot of it. But yeah, I mean, obviously I've heard it out what a banger it was and like a great fight it was. And obviously Sam won, and it was yeah, it's what it is.
I don't know if I've mentioned to you before, Sam himself, I've asked him about you, and he said, yeah, Jack Martin is a guy I'd love to fight because he knows it'd be such a crowd pleasing,
Yeah, definitely. I
memorable
think so.
fight. So, win this, and Sam's already got quite a big profile. You could be right up there
Yeah,
for that
I mean
massive fight.
that'd be a fight I'd be like open to 100%. Like if I do win this, then obviously next year I want a big fight. I want a big fight. I want to try and I want to fight where I could try and earn some money for my family. To be fair, hopefully earn some decent money out of this. But yeah, so that'd be a fight I'd be well open to. Yeah.
Yeah, that I would love to see you on the big platform. I remember after your last
Cheers.
fight, I spoke to Lee, and he seemed to think that you were happy with the level you'd got to. But I mean,
Well,
you're ready to push on, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. Like, well, when we first turned pro, it was sort of like, Southern area would be great. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
obviously, I won the Southern area, defended the Southern area, so why not push on and see what I can get now? Like, never thought I could really get much out of the pro sport. So the fact that I'm sort of here and I'm doing well, just push on and see where we can get to, and obviously take each fight at a time. If I keep winning, then why not?
Hmm.
It's only when it's only if I start losing, then we can like have a talk about it. But yeah, if I keep winning, why not? We'll just see how far we can go. See if I can earn some money. See if we can win some more titles. You know what I mean?
Why was that? Was it that you weren't fully confident in your ability, or was it more that you knew how complicated the politics of the sport is?
Um, I don't know really. I was I turned over 25. Don't know. Just maybe didn't have massive ambitions for it. Like I turned over, and my trainers turned over with me. Like my dad's been around it with my older brother.
Hmm.
But my other trainer, like Leon, my main trainer, is like he turned over with me. He went in a bit. Was it in it with his eyes closed as well? Like he didn't really know what to expect a lot from the pro game. Similar to me, it was sort of just see how it goes. So we said, "Oh, how good would it be if we won a pro belt? If we won a Southern Area title?" And then like
Hmm.
obviously winning it, and then thinking, "Carl, like, I'm still like, let's see where we can go from. Like, see where we can go from now." You know what I mean?
I get you. I guess what, because you're from out there in rural Essex, far from the
Yeah, and
centres.
I think the weight, like I suppose, being at like 11 stone, it's a packed out like weight class. Maybe all the people that are pro at this weight, maybe it was just like we weren't going to go into it. Seeing as I turned pro at 25 as well, we weren't going to go into it going, "Oh, we can win a British title, we can win a world title." It weren't nothing like that. It was sort of like, how good would it be to win like an area title and actually go in a pro game? You know what I mean? But
Mm.
obviously, every step's we'll just see how it goes, really.
Yeah, and probably you're probably doing the better thing, because you when you get these kids who start off thinking only of the top level, they're not probably
Yeah,
paying attention for the steps that they need to as they go along. That's where they
yeah.
slip up. So,
But we always knew it'd be the hard way. Like I think I had just under 50 fights and I won and lost like half of them,
mhm.
like half and half pretty much. We didn't do. I mean, I think there wasn't an amazing amateur. Like I wasn't a standout amateur, but I always knew my style would suit the pros more and suit the longer rounds. You know what I mean? Like the sort of 8 to 10 rounders. I knew
Mhm.
it'd always suit that better. So once we actually all decided to turn pro, that was the aim, really.
Yeah, and as you said, you've shown you're going from strength to strength. Um, yeah, on the same card, your former rival Jordan, he's going back down. He's in a hell of a fight against this
Yeah,
Moldovan hot prospect Ursu. You you seen all the needle between them two?
yeah. I see. There's a bit of needle. I think only because they was meant to fight in September, weren't they? And obviously
Hmm.
Jordan fell ill, but yeah, I've seen that there's a bit of a back and forward, back and forward. But yeah, I'm sure that'll be an exciting fight.
Hmm. You know, if you're going to get into these big fights afterwards, you're going to have to start taking on a bit of the showmanship side of it, which I know you're
Yeah,
not yet
it
used to.
seems like it. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not really like that. You know what I mean? I'm sort of one of them. Like you can call me whatever. I'm not really too fussed. Like, uh, I've never really been into the slagging off matches and stuff like that. But I am who I am. I just try and work and fight and see how I can get on. Like but it comes with boxing, don't it? It comes with that the showmanship, sort of slagging each other off a bit. Well, it brings in the fans and a lot more people want to watch you. But I don't know. Well,
Unfortunately,
we'll see
yeah.
in the future, I suppose. See what people say in the future, and it like I don't really let no one really gets in my head. Like obviously, Maycock's like good at that, trying to get in your head, and that, and he didn't really get in my head at all last fight. It was just didn't really get any reaction. I mean, I think I'm a nice guy. I treat everyone how I want to be treated, really, and it's is my personality.
Hey, maybe that's why a lot of us fans still want to see you do well. So yeah, don't change in that regard.
Yeah,
And obviously, you've had your daughter Winnie. Is she 1 year old now?
yeah, she's 15 months. Yeah.
Okay, so when you're in training camp, what are you sort of let off some of the fatherly duties, like getting up at night and that sort of thing?
Yeah, my missus does help me out massively, I must admit. And we've got another one on the way now. My missus is 15 weeks pregnant,
Oh
so
wow.
it's going to get harder and harder the more we move on. But
Well,
yeah, she does,
congratulations.
definitely does. Thank you, yeah. But she does, she she does a lot for me. Everything, like I couldn't do any of this without my wife. Like the cooking of the dinners, the understanding that I go from work to the gym, and I'm not doing it for a hobby. I'm doing it to try and support us and try and give my family everything I can give them.
Yeah, can't be
And and
underestimated.
yeah, and the bad thing about that is missing out on time. Sometimes getting home from the gym and not even getting a chance to like bath my little girl before she goes to bed and stuff like that. But and then that's when I make it up on the weekends and stuff like that. But it's you have to dedicate and go through them sort of cruel periods to try and push on in life. Otherwise, we're not going to get nowhere, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and hey, listen, you're both still young, so this is the time to
Yeah,
make those
definitely.
sacrifices. All right, so just a few days away. You just got like what, a final weight cut to do? Is that? I'll take it still
Yeah, no,
weight
to be
making
fair,
still
my
easy.
weight sound. I've made weight really well this camp. Yeah, my weight sound. I think I got my check weight tomorrow. I've been in the gym tonight. Probably just a couple more little sessions to shake out. Really, just to like I like keeping busy. I don't like just having a full rest and stopping. I
Hmm.
like keeping busy. So I'll have a couple more little sessions, and then yeah, weigh in Friday and fight night Saturday.
Well, it's going to be a hell of a fight night. Just to remind the fans, can be seen on AOZAT TV online, and the live broadcast is on Sky Channel 186. And of course, if fans want tickets, what can they still contact you?
Yeah, still get in touch with me. I'll have tickets to Friday morning. Friday, well, yeah, they've got tickets got to be given back in at the weigh-in. So
Mhm.
yeah, get in touch with me and you can get them.
All right, the people of rural Essex, come out and support this man. He's
Yeah, let's hope so.
bringing that Commonwealth title back, possibly. So, all right,
Yeah,
Jack,
let's hope so. Get me a belt for Christmas.
that would be a great Christmas present, wouldn't it? Jack,
Definitely,
always a
yeah.
pleasure. All right, we'll leave
Lovely.
it
Thank you,
there.
mate.
And yeah, good luck Saturday night. Hopefully, you'll bring that
Top
belt back.
man.
All right. Thanks, Jack.
Cheers, mate.
See
Thank
you
you.
soon.
Nice to speak to you. Take care, mate.